loving it. I'm such a fan. I have
I love it. I love it. I need a
I
fan, and I'm a
can't
fan of yours.
imagine. The music
Huh?
is great. I said the music is great. The energy is great. You're so original.
Thank you so much. And that's the reason you're in the box. And people, please welcome into the Jumbo Love Show, Miss Jasmine White. And I will tell you this, man, when God sends you angels your way, you better recognize. And I met this sister, and it feels like I've been knowing her all my life. And in 5 days, we've been cranking it up and turning it up to bring awareness about the talent that is Jasmine White. So welcome in, my little sister. And thank you for all your love and support on the other side as well.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Man, you turned syrup on the waffle out this morning.
You did. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. So I texted my brother and I told him that you were hosting the show this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, well, I already called my mom and I told her, this is great music. We had no idea this was in Indianapolis. So
Yeah. That's why I do what I do. And that's what I'm saying. It's organic, it's original, but it also allows me to uplift and bring you to light to a community that didn't know about you as you getting ready to launch your career. And I already told you, there's going to be a long career because you are so talented and so unique and original yourself. So talk about Jasmine, just a little history. Go from little girl where you're always thinking about being an artist, or there's something that you came by way that, somebody, you know what, you can sing, Jazz. What is it?
I don't know. I just came to, I think, like you said, from a little girl, I can remember singing and enjoying it. And I don't know if it was my ego, but I thought I was good. And I would sing around the house. And I can just remember my sister one time being like, shut up, So I thought that I wasn't good, but I knew that I liked to do it. And so I just stuck with it. That was my energy. I always kept going. And I got into a group called Recording Corral. I want to shout out Milton Keys. He really molded us. We were in that program, at least I was, for about 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in that program, we wrote, we produced, we collaborated. It was a way for me to really understand kind of the process and fall in love with me personally, doing things together, working together, feeding off of each other. And then I kind of realized, hey, I want to monetize. I want to be able to support myself and support my loved ones. And that's why I sort of went behind the scenes and started learning more about the industry as much as I could.
You got dirty.
Yeah. To figure things out and go from there.
Excuse me. You mentioned something very important about your mother and your brother. That support has to be so important, especially when you're trying to go, where the air is rare, as I like to say, because when you take the chance on yourself, man, it is so easy to like work for somebody and get up and go, and you're miserable a lot of times. But when I saw you and knew that you had this gift, and I'm so free because I get to wake up and go do this every day. And much like you said, when I was a little boy, shut up, Jumbo. Shut up, Jumbo. I'm like, what if somebody would have said, this fool can talk and back me instead of telling me to shut up? So I think we have to be aware of the gifts that are around us and try to synthesize the gifts instead of telling somebody to shut up or quit dreaming or whatever. Now, I listen to you, and most artists, I can tell who they used to listen to. When I listen to, when I listen to Jasmine White, I hear like maybe influences from other artists, but your style is just so original and so unique. I really haven't heard a style like yours. So who influenced you though?
Oh, that means the world coming from you, especially after that mix today. I'm like, dang, he is getting down.
Let me stop you for a minute. I work with one of the top producers in Indianapolis, David Edge Posey, giving him a big shout out. He listened to your music and got back with me and said, H, you're right. Because I had seen you. I said, man, this is different. I said, you're the music producer. I'm not a music producer, but I have an ear for what I know. And you can tell by my playlist, I know good music. So when I heard, I said, okay, I got to send this to somebody who's not going to be biased. Yeah. He's just going to listen. And he endorsed you yesterday. So I just wanted you to say that. But go back. to your influence? I just wanted you to know that before my old self forgot.
Well, I guess the first person that comes to mind is Jill Scott. I've always had a soft voice, and it only got deeper over time. But that melodic sort of poetic approach to how she shapes her words and her sounds, it gave me the courage to say, hey, like, this is different, especially when you are working with producers and they're not really sure where to go. Like, I've loved classical music. I've loved like even Frank Sinatra. Like, I'll go into Nat King Cole, just seeing that they're obviously multi-talented, but they can make things sound larger than life by how it's done.
Yeah, I'm a big Will Downing fan. I call him breathy. That brother can go into one word and he can go all the way to his bottom of his intestines, and bring a word out or a phrase out. And he just, I just enjoy him as well. And I threw that Mesa Leak on you. Go to her catalog. I think that you'll enjoy the way that she does her work as well. Now, in your career, where are we trying to go? Is there a limit? Do you, what do you want to do?
Come on now, HB. I don't want to limit myself.
That's a good host question that you have to ask.
You are so good at this. Gosh, it's beautiful. I'm in school now. I was in school 3-4 years ago. The pandemic happened, and so I fell back, and now that like I've seen different mediums of art and can really appreciate that, I am going to try to like be more of a journalist. Like now it's about the behind the scenes. Now it's about kind of telling that story and giving other people that stage in that light. Like I was even interested in us maybe in the future doing something about you. Like,
man, I'm all open. Actually, I was just invited to help do a narrative over at the Socoa. They're reaching out, trying to find better ways that we can help the community. So I will be on a panel so yeah, you can do whatever I told you, I'm here in your world now, little sister. God told me to take care of, he's so busy. He said, HB, take care of her. I got a whole bunch of other stuff to take care of, but I know you'll take care of her, and I'm going to do that. Now, before I let you go, I'm getting ready to play your song again. So if you have some friends out there, tell them to go to www.radio-next.tv, and I'm going to put your song back in because I think the people deserve to hear your gift and your talent. And you tell your mother and your brother thanks for the support that they continue to give you. You write like a poet singing. Because I'm a published author and I know poetry, and some of your songs are like poetry. And I hope you listen in at 10:30 because I have a sister, Shonda Davis, even collaborating on that. And she's coming in, sister who's a 50-ish, and said that she's ready now to just spread her wings. And she's always had the gift to write. So she's going to be publishing her book, and she's going to be on at 10:30. So I hope you stay tuned and listen in. But Jasmine White, welcome into the JumboLove Show.